Ujor nakaslem jong unongsan Hima.
Menteri Rangba ke Jylla Konrad Konggal Sangma mentaka sengi ke Chepotrik Unaitung Arjar Arpusau habaya keren bat kinong thok khubor halor ke jing Khynra trading license bat kiwei nakal yang jong ulaong ba don bala balik Khynra yikinong tray ki bawan bala bat mdon bala wala ki don ki jingjia Kiba ki don ki seng bat ki beri shimat ki bala lej wat la kamde kat kum ka anru Ula penrap de kabaong bakatanat pulit kalada ban Ujor South liki Ejahar persya yakito ki kinhon ki balaj ban Khynra hagini ki khendiat sengi ki baladam Konrad ula ongru ban keno baka Sorkar kam shimlala ban pentri kam ya ka ILP kam long ka badai namar ba ka ILP kam pat yo ban pentri kam ha ka Jylla ha ka bayadai bat ka MRSSA menteri Rangba ulu tho bakilada ban menjur ya ka hapo ka ying darbar thawan Henry ulat ka Jylla ula ajimut ban pha ka Sorkar pedeng pan yo ikijing menjur neka presiden Henry the Ministry of Home Affairs kala pha Biang shaka Jylla ban pej benia Biang bat ka Sorkar kanang pej halor kani ula ongru ba amdan ki kam ba pensange neka benta ka jinglai Khynra ula ongru balada dan mano batip bakidon ki bar Jylla ki bambiang ki kot gisla kila ban pha jing tip shaka Sorkar ni shaka tanat bakin le ya ka badan kam
work permit there is a registration that is done by the Labour Department. And that is what is the only policy that is followed by our state. And this, as you know, was done by our government only in the first MDA1. And it's the Labour Department that looks into all these aspects. So, as I said, there's no work permit or nothing like that, but registrations are mandatory. And this is done, and this was done, if you recall, from all aspects. Number one, as I said, to provide safety for the respected individuals and laborers also, and also to keep a full database of the different laborers who are working in our state.
So, but we have seen the KSU, sir, they are intensifying this checking, what they call as work permit, checking on work permit, based on the fact that they have alleged that the government has failed to implement ILP and MRSSA. And question number 2 relating to this, how many major projects of the government have been stalled due to this checking by the KSU? Because they have sent back so many migrant laborers citing that they don't have work permits.
So you have got a lot of facts incorrect. Let me just mention that to you. Number one, nobody is authorized to check these papers. That's number one, and nobody can. Of course, there are incidents where individuals go or organizations go and all, but that is not as per the law. So therefore, they are completely on the wrong side of the law when they go and check. And just to inform that the government and the police has in fact filed cases against, 4 cases have been filed, FIRs have been filed against different organizations who have done this in the past few days. Number 2, you've mentioned that that individuals have or organizations have mentioned that government has failed to implement the ILP. There is the question of implementing the ILP doesn't arise because ILP has not been passed or not been implemented or not been enforced in the state of Meghalaya. We have passed a resolution in the state assembly that urging the government of India to implement the ILP in the state, but that has not been cleared yet. So the question of not implementing it doesn't arise. That's number 2. MRSSA is a fact again, you are aware that we had passed the MRSSA, made the amendments in it, but it was at the governor's level and governor had then sent it or mentioned that it should be sent to the central government, home ministry for president's assent, and accordingly we had sent it. They had sent back and asking us to look into different aspects, which again we are examining those aspects and seeing how to move forward because a lot of points that were mentioned by government. So the question of non-implementation doesn't arise. Regarding the question of different projects being stalled, no project has been stalled because of this kind of checks, whatever they call it. I wouldn't call it checks. They are just simply coming and intervening and trying to disturb these projects, which is not correct. These projects, whatever projects are going on, are in the interest of the state and the people. If anybody has any concerns and issues, they should follow and they should ask the departments to find out and give a list. And of course, if anybody has any concerns, we're ready to inform and give them the information. But as I said, taking the law in their own hands and going and do the checking, social checking or whatever they may call it, is something that is actually not at all acceptable. And as I said, as per law and the provisions of the law, the police will take necessary action.
I mean, again, last time a laborer who was killed at Mauro also, it's from Bihar. Then another, suddenly this, we are getting calls from outside, they're asking that is Meghalaya still safe for non-tribals?
You see, there are incidents. Last time also, if you are aware, that arrests have been made in those cases. So those are the news that sadly the press doesn't carry. They carry the more sensational news. But when those arrests were made, then there were reactions, but we stuck to those arrests and the cases are still going on. So we have been firm, but that was not carried again in the press. Now also, in fact, as I said, we have already filed cases, and as per the provisions of the law, the action will be taken. I don't want to say anything more right now. The police is doing its job.
Sir, we have seen that when these people were going and checking, even the district administration said, police also said, they have also gone. So if it is illegal, then how come district administration and police?
The administration and the police had gone to tell them that you cannot do this, and then they left.
Sir,
But it's
in
still
one of
going
these,
on.
No, listen.
Means today also.
On that particular, whenever the incident, wherever happens, immediately the police goes to tell them that you cannot do this and please leave. And cases are filed against them.
There were instances they were standing just like that.
Yes.
I have not seen those. But as I said, wherever there have been cases like this, the police has been asked to immediately act and file cases. And as I mentioned to you, 4 cases have been filed.
so in these four cases, is it true that some employees of a company that came here for preparation of the Durand Cup, prestigious Durand Cup, were also beaten up?
I'm not aware about that.
Some laborers, hundreds of laborers were asked to leave this jail stadium and
Leave,
and
they're saying beaten
Trash.
up.
Yeah, they
Okay.
were
Alleged.
trashed also.
So if that is the case, as I said, again, as per the provisions of the law, action will be taken against individuals who have done this kind of crimes.
So since MHA has returned the proposed amendment of MRSA, can they require?
I don't have the details with me, so I will not be able to go into all those. But they have told us to relook into the whole thing. I don't have details right now because this question just came out from nowhere, so I don't have the details with me right now. But I can share next time. I'll ask our Home Secretaries here. Just give me the details. I'll share it with you in the next press conference.
Sir, last Saturday.
Please remind me to ask you. Remind me.
Are you going to have a review or a meeting with stakeholders?
Yes, because we had taken this issue up. We had we had passed the amended act, and Government of India and the governor at that point did not give the assent. And in fact, he had asked us to refer this to the MHA and to the President. So therefore, yes, we would be following it up and seeing what way we would be able to balance out between the concerns that MHA has raised and yet achieving the objectives that as a state government we would want.
So, sir, can we say that all migrant laborers are adhering to the Meghalaya Identification Registry of Migrant Workers Act?
Well, they should be. For me to sit here and say that they are that 100% they are all adhering would not be possible because there are many people working everywhere. But as per the law, each one has to be, and most of the locations, most of the individuals, and most of the contractors are adhering to this particular law. And whenever, if there is any situation where somebody is not adhering, people can complain and inform to us, and we will take necessary action. So that is my whole point, that if there is a concern, raise it with us and we will take up the matter and we'll talk to the specific individual or the particular contractor who is responsible for that.
So
Sir,
do you think that contractors also have taken it easily, like given a leeway to some groups or some individuals to do this kind of checking, self-style checking?
No, those I cannot comment. That those are at the contractors level. That is not something that for me to comment from here. But as I said,
but are you giving a warning to such contractors that they must, because this is happening like almost under the rules?
No, contractors are giving what?
No, they are warning that they should also register the laborers when they.
Your question was wrong. Then I take back my answer because I thought you said that the contractors are allowing these people to come and check.
No.
So, yeah. So that then if that's not the question, then then I take back that answer because I was replying to that one. Regarding the point that the contractors have to, it is a must. That's what the law says. So there is no question of any contractor not registering any of the laborers coming in from outside. So the law passed by the Meghalaya Assembly says that they should. My point being that if there are any contractors who are not doing, let the organizations, individuals, public inform the state government, and state government will then take the action. But individuals cannot take action, organizations cannot take action against this contract. This is what I'm
So,
saying.
but then
No,
it's already
then,
191 laborers who were found without valid and proper documents. So what then?
Yeah,
is
so
the
we will
claim
take,
of
yeah,
the
that's
NGOs,
what.
huh?
So if that is the case, let them give in writing is what I'm saying. And let them complain to us. And there is a system and a process to be followed. But you cannot go and take the law in your hands is what we're saying. That is incorrect.
So under this act or various other labor laws, does the contractor become liable for
Yes.
prosecution in case they violate?
Yeah, liable means what the prosecution is and what the penalty is. Those details are not with me, but it is the responsibility of the contractor to register his or her laborers.
So in the light of these recent incidents, these 4 incidents where more than 200 odd alleged illegal laborers were detected by pressure groups.
Absolutely. We will take up, as I said, the matter at the contractors level. But again, I'm reiterating that there's a process to do it. You complain to the government, to the department or the particular labor officer or to the minister concerned, but you cannot go and take the law in your hand and check is what I'm saying. So if you have a complaint, you have an issue with thing, you inform us, necessary action will be taken against the respective contractor because these things may happen. I'm not saying it's not happening. But as I said, doesn't mean that you go and take the law in your hand is what I'm saying. So therefore, procedure should be followed. Definitely government will react and act on this. Definitely will take action against the concerned person. But procedure of complaining to the government is what the proper way to do it is.
So 2 crime related